So guys, also the new package arrived. I got approached by Aocci company for collaboration, and they want me to test their device, and they sent me the BM6 with tire pressure monitoring system. As usual, I got the device for free to test and to keep, and everything that comes with it. So the affiliate links and discount codes and everything, I will put all the information on the screen and down below. In the box we have the device itself, and we have tire pressure monitoring system caps. These go to the tires. My bike has it by default already built in, so I don't need that. So this option comes with it. When you buy it, you can choose if you want it with or without, and of course you get small screwdriver, and then you get the user manual. Now, the device itself. This one is specifically made for the BMW, as we can see from the mounting points. Build is really good. This one comes with sunshade. Size is 6 inches, so we can see. We have micro SD card slot, and what is really nice, we have USB-C plug-in, so we can run off from that power. The device has its own microphone. I don't know why does it need a microphone, so that's about it. So now let's see how we mount it on the bike and how it looks compared to my Carpuride 702. As you can see, we have Carpuride 702 on. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, this is the main screen of it, where we have different information from the bike itself. And let's go into the apps. Yeah, so we see how the screen is. It's already connected to my phone, and everything is still working, and we know how it works and how it looks. Let's turn off the bike. Now the usual thing that you do is you unlock it and you flip the switch back, and then you press it and you take it off. Easy peasy. And this one, as you can see with these, they go here, and then let's just mount it on. It's on. I'll put the security pin back in, lock it, and that's it. And this is how it looks. It has a nice display from it. CarPlay is still not active, and I will turn the bike on again. Let's go back to main screen. So, Aocci, this is the main screen or home screen of Aocci device. We can see a couple of icons on the side which are connected. This means that wireless connection is made with my phone for Apple CarPlay. Usually when you connect, you have first the Bluetooth connection, and then the Bluetooth enables the wireless. So that's how they connect. This little icon here shows us that we are searching for the satellites. Satellites are used for compass navigation that we can see here. These 4 icons here are different types of menus and stuff. First, I want to say something about these tire pressure monitoring system. In my case, my bike is, like I said before, equipped with tire pressure monitoring system. Therefore, the Aocci is reading that from the bike itself, shows these values only after bike has moved. After the engine is running and we are moving, then it's reading the correct values of the pressure in the tires. Later on, I will go through navigation with Visual. Right now, I will do everything with touchscreen. Apple CarPlay is very good. Works flawlessly so far. I tested the device already, and I have been riding with it a little bit. You will see later in the footage how it behaves. The screen is really nice and bright. Auto brightness of the screen is working very well. The sensor is somewhere here on this part, you cannot see it. let's go back to the home. You can choose the brightness manually, so you can slide and do whatever you need, or you can tap and then it's automatically adjusted, or you can just switch it back to manual, right? So this is a shortcut where you can do it. We have now the screen, which is supposed to be the BMW screen, where we have a lot of information that the device is picking up or receiving from the motorcycle itself. I will not go into all of the details. I will just say that things are working and everything is readable. We can scroll through these different screens. This is a bit of a data screen, and that shows also some information that is important, I would say, for everybody. And then we can have different information about the tire pressure. We can also configure this in the settings, but I will show that a bit later on. When we press home, we are back on the home screen. In the settings, we have auxiliary button, where we can say close, and then when we go to Apple CarPlay, there's nothing inside. But if I go and say auxiliary button is there and go to Apple CarPlay, I have this. This is the auxiliary button. It's basically a shortcut where you can edit your brightness, or you can go to the home screen. This is the purpose of that auxiliary button. Screensaver is an option which is really good, where you can set it to go off in 1 minute, which means that if you are not using screen for 1 minute, it will go completely dark, and to wake it up, you tap on the screen. In some cases, you do not need screen on and constantly on or whatever, so there might be situations where you want to have it off. Let's go back. Automatic brightness limit, so you can set when it's automatically of how low and how high it can get. You can here set all of the alarm values, and you want to have it in bar or PSI, or you want Celsius or Fahrenheit. Time, language, speed, GPS, miles per hour, or to clear the connectivity. Format, we don't have. Restore to factory settings and firmware version, you can check it, and you can do the software update or firmware update of the device via micro SD card slot, and that's the only reason why this micro SD card slot is there. So let's go into the Apple CarPlay. Icons are quite small, everything is super crisp, so the display itself has a super high resolution, therefore all the icons and all the lettering is a little bit small. Using different apps is, I would say, usual and normal, as with every other display, Apple CarPlay display. What I find interesting is that typing on the keyboard with gloves which are touchscreen enabled, it gets a little bit better, but it also works with gloves which do not have that capability. Letters are visible, and it's not so difficult to type. With my gloves, which are not touch sensitive, it was a bit difficult, as you will show in different part of video that I did. But it's quite responsive and quite good. So as far as the navigation and everything, it works really well. You can play the music. I play my music from Spotify, so it works really nice. Connection with my helmet communicator is flawless. It works really nice. Let's connect to Bluetooth and to Apple CarPlay, just so we can see how it works. We can already see the device here. I'll press connect, and it says pairing mode, but on the screen itself we don't see anything. I'll just say pair. I don't allow my contacts to be synced. We can see that there's the icon for Bluetooth, which is active, and once we get the Apple CarPlay, when I say now connect, it will switch to wireless connection. Yep, we are connected, and as we can see, we have now wireless connection on. So super simple, super easy, and it works. Within the apps on your phone, when you go to the settings of your phone, so after you go in the Apple CarPlay option on your phone, it's a bit messy, but we can, as you can see, I can remove what I don't need on my display. And I can also rearrange of how I want them to be. For example, I want to have Google Maps as a first option. I want to have Waze as a second option. And you can see it's showing there. So that's how you rearrange and remove stuff that you don't need on the Apple CarPlay. But this is for every device like that, so it has nothing to do with Aocci, but with the system itself. It's time to test Aocci. I have to go pick up a prescription for my medicine, and I will use that opportunity to test ride and to test Aocci. I will keep the Carpuride for now in the backpack. So let's put Aocci and see how it all works out and how it behaves. The main display looks good. Apple CarPlay started automatically. So I would say, although it says that the display is 6 inches, so probably the device is 6 inches. I think that the display is smaller because we can see a lot of this black side frame, which is making the screen smaller. Like I said in the unboxing and when I mounted first on the bike, it is a higher resolution on the screen than the Carpuride, which means that it's even smaller than what I had in Carpuride 5 inches. The icons and everything is way smaller. So if you are looking for something that's easily seeable, that you can follow, I mean, there are no issues, right? From my perspective where I sit and how it all looks very nice, and it's easy to read and it's easy to follow. It's not like I have tremendous amount of information that I need to follow. It's quite clear, enough space on the screen, so everything is fine. I mean, it works. It really works well. So on my way back, now I'm going to pick up the prescription for my medicine. So on the way back I will use Waze to see how are the notifications on Waze regarding all the notification with sharp curves and speed cameras and red light cameras, etc. Although this is illegal in Germany, I must say, and you should not use it at all. I will use it for the testing purposes only. I will have to do another thing after I start from the doctor's office. I will have to connect my communicator to see how the music is playing and how everything works. So we will test that as well. So I just connected my headset, so I turned on my headset. It's connected to my phone, not to the device, and playing music actually works immediately from the get-go. I just started playing Spotify and it's working very nicely. So it works. Music just started playing. Phone calls were always working, so I believe it's gonna be the case as well now with this device compared to Carpuride. Yeah, so I mean, everything is nice and fancy. I mean, I have the protective foil on it, which is not shiny but matte, so I don't have any reflections on the screen from it, which is nice. So we will see the rest later. That's it, I turned off the bike, music stopped. I managed to get all my medicine. I was lucky enough that they had it in the pharmacy. Otherwise, it's actually quite difficult to get the medicine. But it is what it is. So let's see how is the typing on whiz. I need a keyboard. Let's see. I'm again missing stuff. Yeah, it's not so easy. That stuff are a bit small. The letters and everything is quite small, and my gloves are a bit chunky and also quite used. So I think for all of the typing it's better to do it on the phone than on the screen when you have gloves. Maybe some other people are better with gloves and can more easy do stuff on the screens, but I'm not that successful. So the screen is quite nice, we have everything on it. It's reading the tire pressures from the BMW itself, which is very nice. On this screen, only thing that I don't see is the gear that I'm currently in, although it's available on the next screen and it works very nice. Like I said, the blinkers, now it's working. Okay, so maybe the bike has to be running in order for that to work. But all four are not working, just the left and right. Okay. There's also a 7-inch screen, and the resolution on it is not as high as on this one. So if you prefer that, you can have option with 7 inches. Yeah, that's about it from the device itself. As we saw on this screen, look, my blinker is off. It says it's still working. This is when I cancel it, it cancels. I think I know what the issue is. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, exactly my point. All right, so what happened here is, let me park the bike and then I will tell you. So the issue with the blinkers is that my bike has self-canceling blinkers. And when that happens, when they self-cancel, this one doesn't recognize that and it continues flashing. If I cancel, hit cancel button, then it cancels itself, which is not ideal. because when you ride and if you look in this screen, you can still think that this is on and you are turning it off and it's not working, so not so nice. Also, another thing that I notice is that when I turn on my hazard lights so that all 4 blinkers are blinking, that's not displayed on the display at all. It should be, it's not. So that's the second bug regarding the blinkers. Regarding from everything else, the device seems to work quite okay, although I tested it for just like 1 hour or so. So that's it. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. And I want to thank Aocci for recognizing me and my channel and providing the opportunity to do a collaboration, and for giving me this beautiful device to test and to keep. Yeah guys, another thing, you will find below the video in the description, you will find direct link to this device that you can buy it, and you can find the discount code which is valid and applicable to all different devices that Aocci offers. So please do explore and find what you like. Of course, you're welcome to buy it, and if you like the video, please like it, share it, comment on it, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's gonna help me a lot. That's it. See you next time. Bye.